Hello, hello, good evening, or at least it's evening time for me. Oops. So this is not the video I had planned for tonight. I had a whole bunch of stuff running through my mind, and I had full intentions of getting ready and, putting makeup on. But redyeing my hair took a lot longer than I anticipated. So if you see that, that's what that is. So I hope you guys don't mind. But I wanted to show you a couple of things that I am an avid collector of makeup. However, I haven't bought a palette in quite some time. But I view these as pieces to a collection I enjoy, just like the Sailor Moon ones. Disclaimer on this one though. When I received it in the mail, the shade I was most excited about shattered. And when I contacted Ulta about it, they said they would send me a new one. Well, that didn't end up happening because it is unfortunately limited edition. So I kept it, of course, because I still wanted it, but I was a little bummed out. So this is Wet n Wild, the Care Bear collection. You can call me a fake fan because I wasn't a big Care Bear lover, but I just love the aesthetic of Care Bears. I don't know, they just are very cutesy to me. So let's go ahead and open this one. Get the busted up one out of the way. Oh my goodness sake. See how it's still like everywhere? Every time I wipe it up, it's like it just comes back anew. Every time I swatch and like get some of the stuff out, it just comes back. I hope you don't mind. It's still so pretty to the point where I didn't want to not show it. It's just messy, unfortunately. I really like the shimmers and glitters in this. Get some more of this glitter on my finger. There we go, that's a much better representation. I want to take my finger in that one and show you why I liked it so much, but I just... Actually, you know what? Let's just swipe. Oh, here. There we go. use this as a highlighter because I'm so pasty pale that I can pretty much use like white as a highlighter. And that's just so cute, especially like this one. Obviously I never wear them, but I do really like them still. I want to touch the embossed ones, but I'm so nervous because they still just look so precious and I just don't want to disrupt that. However, I love a good purple. It's a little bit more on the sheer side, more than I would have thought. It's going to this gold as well. Sorry, I'm bent over my table in an awkward way, and I'm like kind of far away. Can you tell I was ill prepared for this video? Oh goodness sake, that was loud. Note for the next one that's made by Wet n Wild. That's actually really cute, even though it's on the sheer side. I like that a lot, actually. Gold is gold. I think in my Sailor Moon video, I explained I'm not the biggest fan of gold. It's just not a color I think suits me well, and I would say it's probably because of my complexion. But it's also not a color I'm drawn to either. I would say undertone wise, I would say I'm closer to a neutral. But I still favor silvers far more than any golds. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. That's what I wanted right there. So this is face. This is actually, I think, one of their first gem highlighters. Don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure. It's in Canary Diamond. It's pinky, has some of that gold reflect, and it even has a purplish hue to it too. I don't really wear this one. I would say this is more something I keep around because I think it's so pretty. I love looking at it. As far as highlighters go, it's not something I would certainly wear now. And I think it may be too dark for my skin. It's definitely pretty as an eyeshadow, that's for sure. This has a sweet little story to it. So, like I think most girls that were born probably like in the 90s to maybe mid-2000s, something like that, watched Powerpuff Girls, this version of Powerpuff Girls. I know they have like a newer animation now, but regardless, was so flipping mad. She's just so cute, so innocent, so sweet. If you were to ask me though, I would say my actual personality is probably a mixture between these two. They always say you want the opposite of what you have, right? So, I got this as a gift from a friend that used to work for me. As a birthday gift. I think 5 years ago. Gosh, it's such a long time. That's while my husband was deployed. She got me this, the lip glosses, because there was a set of 3 lip glosses that it came with. And then eyeliners. It picks up our pinky on the camera, but it's actually like I mean, just like a true salmon. It's so soft, so soft. Let's do right here. It's just a nice, I don't want to say neutral. I don't think I'm qualified enough to label makeup one way or another to be able to determine really too much about it. I'm very much like a magpie. If it's shiny and it's pretty, if it's cute and if it's sweet, I like it. Or if it's pink, I do love pink. And get to my little Twin Stars palette. It's got candy, clouds, palette. They're just so precious. Can we see a little bit of a theme of what I like? I like purples. I like pinks. I like blues. And I like silver shimmery glitters. I've used this purple a couple of times. It's still so soft. It's just a very pretty, looks darker in the pan, almost like I know it's pronounced mauve, but I really like mauve better. But it looks kind of like a mauve color, but on the skin it's more of like a lilac. Can't forget doesn't wear glitters very often, I just love looking at them. I would say considering too, I believe I said it about the Care Bear palette, for how old they are, I definitely don't think they perform bad at all. And I've definitely used this shade. That's so soft, oh my goodness. I've forgotten because I just, it's a part of a collection. And I have my certain ones that I use day to day. And then my other ones that I just don't use very often, like this. So I forget. Actually, this one was loud. I'm not going to do that with this one this time. Not the most exciting shades, but shades that will get you places with other looks for sure. And my last one. Same story as all of them. I try not to use them, but I did actually pull this out the other day. Something to know about me is when I say the other day, that could range anywhere from yesterday to 4 years ago. So what I mean by the other day actually is about 3 weeks ago when I posted a video of gems on my chest, and I had glitter along my collarbones. That was this glitter. So of course Wet n Wild once again, I think they have some of the nicer and cuter collections. Them and ColourPop, I think they do a very, very good job. Oh goodness. There actually isn't a single shade I don't like in here. This glitter is insane. And even though this highlighter is like blue, it's actually really easy to use. It's not unwearable at all. It's like so light with the blue that it looks almost like white silver. And this blush is super easy to blend. I know it looks a little funky right there, but it's so nice. Like, and it's just such a pretty color too. See what I mean by that? It's like, of course it still does have the blue reflect in there naturally, but it's not like a completely unwearable, unusable thing as a highlighter. And I just like this glitter because it's chunky with little stars in it. I don't really have a gel glitter that looks like that or performs like it either. Of course it's pressed like most glitters with mostly a gel base, but it doesn't feel sticky and it feels really comfortable, and it doesn't really move. I mean, of course it moves some, but it doesn't, like, I have to, really try to move it, which is good and bad. Make sure you place it well. I told myself I wasn't gonna do it, and I still did it. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you guys for giving me grace. Things got a little wonky with my medicine and with a lot of stressors with this move to Korea. It won't be like this forever, I promise. I'm already starting to feel a little bit better. So I'm hoping tomorrow, after I drop my nephew off at the airport with his mama, that I'll be able to have a little bit better content. I say a little bit because I know there's always room to improve, and I plan on improving as time goes on. Because I like hanging out with you guys, and it's a good time. Alright. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time, okay? Have a good one.